Wrist Lock Wednesday.
Wrist Lock Wednesday. That's right. That's right. Wrist Lock Wednesday. It is Hard Way Wrestling. It is the first time we are streaming all week long. Man, my schedule is a wreck. My schedule is an absolute wreck. Scotty, it's good to see you on here on a Wednesday. Your schedule's a wreck.
Yep.
Ricky can't stay awake. And I don't. T-Bone's too busy running around like Forrest Gump. What's up, boys?
Yeah.
T-Bone's walking from one end of this planet to the other. Like,
well, we'll get into that later.
He's trying to walk from one end of West Virginia to the other, or as far as his anklet will allow him.
Isn't it just cheaper to hook your trailer up and go that way instead of walking?
Yeah,
Tony,
it should be, but it's not.
He's going to log on here in a stair stepper one day.
That's right. That's right. All right. Well, we're not going to keep our guests waiting too much longer. We're excited to have Phil from Kryptonite Toys this weekend. Was it 21st and 22nd? Or 22nd, 23rd? What is the date?
21st and 22nd.
21st and 22nd. Toy collectible show at the Hagerstown Valley Mall. Phil, man, I hope you sell enough toys. You make enough money this weekend to upgrade yourself to an iPhone 15. Because your phone is quite the wreck.
Yeah.
Well, Phil, welcome to Hardway Wrestling, man. How are you, bud?
Thanks for having me.
I'm glad we got to do this. I really appreciate you allowing us to tag along on your toy adventure this weekend. Phil was very nice to letting us set up a Hardway table. We're going to do some giveaways just like we did at our last toy event. We're going to entertain the crowd, and of course, I'm going to come dressed as the manager of the year, Jonathan Cross, and we will have Brian Hardy signing autographs. He'll be here with the USW heavyweight title. But forget all that. Phil, tell us, why are you so out of your mind crazy to get into the toy business?
That's a good question. It started with sports cards, and then we went over to toys, and we just kind of ran with it and started the store in 2018, started trade shows. And, it took off right after COVID. It went really fast for us. We just been riding the train.
Yeah, and I blame Scotty. I hate Scotty every day for this, but I collected toys when I was younger, and I bought stuff here and there, but I wasn't really a collector. And then Scotty got me into talk. One day we just bullshitting in the store about G.I. Joe classifieds. Well, I have OCD and I'm a completist. So Scotty sent me down this rabbit hole of classifieds. Now, I was lucky to get into it right at the beginning. So I think I'm from all the way up to like 70. I don't even know right now because I stopped collecting, Phil. Nuts. But all the way up to like 78 or 80, 85, 90, whatever. I have everyone, right? Every classified. And I got to the point where all the repaints and I stopped. I just stopped. Of course, I didn't stop with collecting, right? Because that's not how it works. You stop collecting one thing, and then you go find something else to collect. So, but I blame Scotty every day for this bullshit with these toys. I got a room. I got crates. When I walk into your store and I see behind the counter 5 yellow and black totes, it just makes me cry because it's like looking in my closet. Phil,
The good thing is when you're done collecting something, there's always something else to get into.
It's crazy. And so we're really into wrestling here. I have a lot of wrestling stuff. Scotty has a ton of wrestling stuff. T-Bone, which is down to, I don't know, the guy in the fuchsia shirt looks pink probably because he's sort of on the.
He's got the deck brush on his upper lip.
Yeah, and Ricky. We made him buy a toy at the last toy show we were at just so he fit in.
It wasn't the last one. It was the first one.
It was the first one we went to.
Yeah. Last one, I don't think I bought anything except food.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I can't blame you. I can't blame you. That toy show was okay. It wasn't bad. It wasn't a lot. Like it was. I don't know. It just didn't feel the same as a lot of toy shows. But anyway, we'll move on. So Phil, I'm taking you were a collector like back in the day.
When I was younger, I collected baseball cards. That was my
Oh,
thing
yeah.
when I was a kid. And when I got in my late 20s, I needed some extra cash. I looked at my closet, saw all these cards, started looking them up. I'm like, wow, these things are worth a lot of money. So I found this show in Morganville, Maryland, and contacted them. I set up that day, and I made like $1,200. And I'm like, this is really fun. I could buy this and resell this product and make money on the side. So I started doing that. Started dabbling with toys a little bit, and took over the trade show. And we started running trade shows for a while, and we got into the retail business.
Nice.
So you're
I have
big.
many, many years of baseball cards and albums, boxes still, and like you, I can't imagine how much all this stuff could be worth one day or what it's already worth. Because I think I stopped collecting baseball cards probably in like the early to mid like 2000s, but I've got them. I got complete sets all the way back into like the mid late 80s.
Yeah. I do too. I actually stopped collecting when I started hearing things like Tops would say it's one of 5,000, and it really wasn't. It was like one of a billion. I mean, there was like they were lying about the numbers. So it kind of threw me off from collecting baseball cards a long time ago. Now I know there's been a huge resurgence of collecting cards over the last 5 or 6 years. So on these different breaks and stuff. But again, it's the luck of the draw, right? You go buy a box of whatever, and there's used to be 10 cards in a pack and a piece of bubble gum. Now it's 4 cards in a pack. And you might not even get the same card.
It's like going to a casino.
Yeah, it really is.
It is. You're gambling.
Yeah. So your big business is Funko Pops.
Yes. Funko Pops is our main thing. When we opened the store in 2018, we needed to have a product that we specialized in. We just didn't want to sell a bunch of different stuff. We needed that one product to specialize in and build off. So at the time, I had some Funko Pops. I kind of liked it. I liked where the company was going. And fortunately for us, we got in hard and heavy way before everybody else. So when it blew up right after COVID, we'd already been in for a couple of years and we were solid. We were way out in front of everybody. And when it hit its peak, everybody was chasing us because we were so far into it.
Now, is it still a big business? Funko Pop's still a big business?
It's still a big part of our business. They definitely aren't what they were 2-3 years ago, but nobody is.
Right.
When they took a bunch of inventory and they threw it into the landfill because they were trying to save warehouse space. Everybody's like, "Oh, Funko's dead. It's the next Beanie Baby." Well, Beanie Babies didn't have a license. Funko's not dying. They're going to be here for a long time. Hasbro laid off 1,000 workers and nobody was talking about that. I mean, nobody in retail is doing good right now. It's a fact. The economy's not good, so everybody's just restructuring and trying to find ways to stay alive until the economy starts to pick back up.
Now, what do you think the next big thing is?
We knew that we'd ride the train. You never know.
But there's trends, right? Don't you see trends in things? Don't you see
there's subjects that are always popular. So you try and find the subjects and buy whatever products out there, and that's what makes Funko so attractive, is because of all the licensing that they have. They have so much licensing, so no matter what you're into, they probably make it.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I was at Phil's store the other day. I got off work early. I went up there and I was just looking around, and I saw stuff. I was like, man, I didn't even realize that Funko had the license to some of this stuff. And I'm like, I'm looking and I just in my head as I'm walking through the Funko section, which is very large, a lot of great stuff. But I'm looking through, I'm like, how much do these guys actually how much licensing do these guys actually own?
They pay a lot of money for those licenses.
Oh yeah. And there's still stuff out there me, I'm an old time I like old time TV shows.
Mm-hmm.
They do have a lot of old time Funko, but The thing is, like, there's still certain shows that still haven't been licensed yet.
Yeah.
I'm a big MASH guy. I love
Yeah.
Hawkeye.
Well, there's some probably like MASH, like I know, like Nintendo, Mario, you'll never see. They just don't give their license up. So.
Yeah, Nintendo would never get their license out like that, but MASH, you kind of wonder, like, why, like, Disney's got the rights to that because they own Fox now. You figure that might be something that would come. I mean, Disney's got their hand in the Funko business because they've given their license out to pretty much like.
Right.
I was looking. I was like, there's another set of Funkos I might be looking to start collecting, the Darkwing Duck Funkos.
Yeah.
Because at your store the other day, I was like, I could see myself grabbing Megavolt and Darkwing and Launchpad and some of the other ones. I was like, again, I'm not huge into Funko, but when I see stuff that interests me, I'm like, this could definitely be another rabbit hole I go down. And
yeah, Funko is definitely a nostalgia thing. I mean, you see things that like remind you of your childhood, like whatever. Scott, I didn't realize you were that old and you watch MASH, but
rerun. I didn't watch first run. I watched all.
You look like old cat. What was a liver lips? What was a loose lips?
Hot lips.
Hot lips. My bad.
Hot lips.
Hot lips out and Houlihan. Yeah.
Liver.
Do you think? I could see it now. I would definitely buy it. What's the guy that used to wear the dress?
Klinger.
Klinger. I would definitely buy a Klinger for sure.
I would too. That would be like, as soon as they come out with a Klinger and a dress, that's definitely my first pickup for a MASH.
Is there a market for that? Phil,
Oh,
is there a market for MASH?
Absolutely. And the fact that they haven't made them, there's a major hang up on that license because they would sell out those. I mean,
Really?
so there's obviously something with that license that they just can't get it to release.
Wow, that's crazy.
Somebody send Disney the link to this episode. We give them the idea.
Yeah.
You can have. Hey, listen. If they want a Hardway wrestling license, it's free. It's free.
They could do Hardway Funko Pops.
Dude,
I'm down.
I'm already big enough to be a Funko Pop. Maybe 2 or 3. I'll be one of the giant ones.
I've had people come in the store and say, I don't understand these things. I don't really like them. Then they end up buying. I just need them to buy one, and I have them because from one, it just goes.
That's the thing, because and what I notice about Funkos, they're slick. You turn around the box and there's 4 people in the back of the box, or 5 or whatever. You're like, oh, okay. I'll just collect all 5 of these, and then you end up collecting all 5, and you pick up one of the other boxes. Like, wait a minute, there's one on here that wasn't on the other box. Where the hell's that one? Now you're chasing, right? Now you're on the hunt.
You're chasing. And I've had people that I've got sets in, and 1 or 2 of them sold, and they won't buy it unless they can get the whole set at one time.
Yeah, that's kind of how I am. I don't want to wait. I like to chase. That's fine. I love to go hunt. Yeah. If you got all 5, I'm broke, right?
Yeah.
I'm spending $80. I'm buying them all. I just have to.
Yeah.
And then I find out there's a 6th one. Now I'm pissed off because whoever had the 6th one.
Yeah. So it was funny because even when I was there the other day, I asked Phil because there's 2 in one of my collections that I'm still missing. I'm a big Willy Wonka fan. I love the Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, the Gene Wilder version. And I'm still missing 2 of the kids. And I was hoping I was like, well, maybe, again, every time anybody that sells Funko, I always check, but especially when I'm up, at Kryptonite with Phil, I'll definitely check with him to see if he's got them. And sadly enough, he didn't have them this time around, but
who are you missing? You're missing Augustus Goop.
No, I already got him. I'm missing Veruca Salt and Mike TV.
All right, so there you go. Any who's the other one?
Mike TV, the kid that gets shrunk down by the.
Okay, all right. So you guys are hearing that right now. If you have these 2 Funkos, Scotty's wealthy. He will buy them. just make.
Name your price.
Yeah, he's got it. He got it. Anybody?
Either that or whack you with a soup spoon and take it from you.
What did you? So you were a baseball card guy. Was there a certain player that you collected? See, when I collected baseball cards, I was a huge Ricky Henderson fan. That's all I collect. Oh, I mean, I collected baseball cards, but I had books and books and books of Ricky Hendersons.
Well, my personal collection was Philadelphia sports. I'm a huge sports guy. Into Eagles, the Phillies, the Sixers. So a lot of my high-end stuff was rookie cards and people from the teams I supported.
Right on, right on.
I primarily went for the Topps edition because they were, I think, the most well known at the time. I wasn't the buy the 10 in a pack and the piece of bubble gum. I had to find the whole entire series for that year, buy the whole thing at once, and then I'd just go in for like any randoms that I could find at shows or sporting card locations. Definitely looking for rookie cards and your big time players and all stars at those particular periods.
Yeah, we're pretty excited. I mean, that's one subject when we moving our store across the street to a bigger space in November, hopefully. We're going to expand product lines, and trading cards is going to be one of them. We're going to have a big area there with trading cards, single card pack. So we're excited about the move. It's opened up a lot of opportunities for us to expand into other product lines and sell some other things. So
I think there's a market there too, especially in our area. I'm not too far. I live in Waynesboro, so I'm not too far from you.
Yeah.
There's a market for going and being able to buy the higher end boxes. I know you can go to Walmart and buy or Target and buy what they call blister boxes, blasters. You can buy those, and that's like your if you get something, it's probably not going to be the greatest. You might get lucky and pull something, but they sell the other. What are the other boxes called that have the higher end stuff in it?
Other hobby boxes.
Hobby boxes.
But
okay.
I tell you, in the last probably 2 years since COVID, the sports card industry blew up really, really big.
Oh,
and a lot of people gravitated to those blaster boxes because they're more affordable.
Yeah.
You know, when they're dropping new hobby boxes, they're $200, $300, $400 a box, and people don't have that money. So, you know, the blaster boxes that used to be 15, 20 are now like 30, 40, but they're more affordable to people because the hobby boxes. I mean, there's hobby boxes that are $1,000, and people just don't want to take that chance.
Yeah, I see it. So you guys, Scotty, got any questions for Phil?
Well, I just going back really quick to brought it up. Kryptonite, they had their location. They are moving. Thankfully, they're moving right across the street from their current location. But
how long has that Mexican restaurant been gone, by the way? Because I keep telling every time we go over there, I'm telling my girlfriend we're going to go eat lunch there.
You know, it's been over a month.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's about a month and a half. And, you know, we really weren't looking to do anything else, and the building became available. And it's just a good fit for us. I thought if we don't do it, I'm going to regret it. So let's just do it. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, it looks like an easy move. Well, not easy because you got to move all that stuff, but like it's right across the street.
Moving across the street's not the problem. It's all the pre-planning to get the building ready, to get, you know, everything is changing the address, and the lighting right, merchandise packs. That's all the hard stuff. The movement stuff is going to be, it's all the pre-planning before we get over.
Yeah, all the shelving and stuff and whatnot.
Yeah, just trying to figure out the layout, what you're doing, you know, signs for the building.
Well, we're super excited for you.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited about this show this weekend.
Yeah, wait a minute. You guys got anything else for Phil before we hit him with this?
No.
All right. Well, tell us what we can. Go ahead and tell us what we can expect this weekend.
You know, the first show we had was in April, and we filled up the mall. And now that we have one under the belt, we kind of know what to expect. And I tweaked some vendors. It was really successful. So I was able to control what was coming in and try and make sure there's a good variety of stuff. And we got a good variety. You know, obviously Funko Pops, we're going to be there with our stuff in center court. But outside of that, anything that you can find collectible action figures, Legos, Hot Wheels, there's a lot of any choice at this time. A lot of people to look for. So we're excited that we have some good vendors that are selling vintage toys. But a lot of stuff, a lot of homemade stuff, craft stuff, pictures, memorabilia. It's going to be great. And the mall has been so welcoming to us. They reached out to me before we started these shows about running trade shows over there. And we have 3 sports cards, 2 toy shows. They have been excellent to us. They've been great hosts, communication spot on. And it's 200 tables. It's going to run from Jason Penny's to the one end, the whole way to the other end to the food court. So it is everywhere. 92 dealers, 200 tables, huge variety. And we're super excited we were able to do that.
And one very important podcast.
Yeah.
Hardway
The
Wrestling.
only
That's
podcast.
right. The only podcast.
Yes. So
I had some people contact me and say, hey, can I tag along with you? Can we set up a table? I was like, no, it's not my gig this time.
Yeah.
Because we've done some other stuff before. And I was like, well, who do I have to contact? I said, well, I mean, you want to contact Kryptonite, but it's not an indie wrestling thing. It's not a wrestling thing. It's for toys and that kind of stuff.
And there is wrestling figures. I know I have a couple dealers that sell wrestling figures, so there'll be wrestling stuff there. But it's a great atmosphere to have a show too. There's so much. What attracts it is a dealer can bring his family. He can do a show. Family can go shop, can go eat.
Go spend the money that he's making. I love it.
Yeah. The family can go do something. So it's a great place to have a show for the weekend. There's so much going on there, and it works really for us. The first show, we expect to have a couple thousand people.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We've really promoted this show, what we do. We use different outlets to get the show out there. The last show, we had a couple thousand, so we're proud of what we built with this.
So excited.
And here's the thing. So for anybody that also doesn't know, Kryptonite does run a once a month show up in Greencastle, just street. It's called the Blue Heron Events. Is that what it's
Blue Heron Event Center. We run 10 shows there a year. We don't run one in January, and we don't run in July because I'm on vacation. We run 11 sports card shows there. We also run 6 sports card shows at the Central Penn in Harrisburg College. So we're on the move. We're promoting shows and getting their name out there.
But just so you guys know, so when the first time I went to one of the events at Blue Heron, my buddy Wyatt was with me, a guy that we formerly did stuff with here on the podcast.
Yeah.
Wyatt and we went to the Blue Heron event, and we went in, we shopped around, we took a whole bunch of bags out to the car, we went back in, we did more shopping, we brought a whole bunch more bags out to the car. We filled up the entire trunk of Wyatt's Camaro that day. And we literally, as we were getting ready to shut the trunk for the final time and get out of there, we were looking at this stuff like, what did we do? Like, we just it was like we went crazy that day. And that was the first time we'd ever come there. So guys, when you're going if you guys come out to the Hagerstown show, expect to do the same thing. Like, you will see stuff and you'll be like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize people would have this here. You'll buy a whole bunch of stuff, and like, you don't want to carry it around. You take it out to the car, and then you go back. You find even more. Trust me, like Kryptonite does not disappoint when they put on a show. Trust me, this is going to be one of our best toy shows we ever had. I guarantee you.
Well, of course it will be.
Yeah,
of course it will be.
You guys are going to be there for it, so you should be really proud of yourself.
So the Blue Heron event, it's the first Sunday of every month, right?
Unless there's a holiday.
Right. You guys screw me up because you guys put the post up a week before, and every time I go to the wrong Sunday. Now I go to every show, but I go a week early. I'll grab the girlfriend, get in the car, we'll go get breakfast afterward, blah blah blah. We get to the parking lot, I'm like, here we go.
Yeah.
No one's here. But I have we do park and wait a whole week, so that way we're parked real close to the front door.
We appreciate that.
do. So,
hey, one thing to put out there too for people that are coming to the show: there's businesses that are set up. There's people just do it on the side for extra cash to feed their other habits. So some people take credit cards, PayPal. A lot of people only take cash. So you definitely want to have cash with you. There is ATMs at the mall. But like I said, there's different kinds of payments people take. But the private collectors, people just doing the side, mostly only take cash.
Right on. Right on. Well, again, thank you, Phil, for joining us. You guys are going to want to be there. It is Saturday and Sunday. We will not be there till Sunday. We'll be there Sunday afternoon. What time does it start on Saturday, and what time does it start on Sunday?
Saturdays from 10 to 7, and Sundays from 11 to 4.
Oh, awesome. So if you can make it Saturday, get out there Sunday. Go both days. That's what I would do. I would just go both days, because when you go to events like that, big toy shows, and we've been to a few ourselves, you can't see everything. No. It's like going to Vegas. You'll go around, make a loop. You'll on your way back, you'll be like, oh shit, I didn't even see that sitting there. You make 10 loops, you'll never see everything. That's the awesome thing about it.
And sometimes the vendors too, after Saturday, if they've had a really good show, they'll reload up on Sunday and bring new inventory. So
yeah,
there's going on too.
And they also do not want to pack stuff up and leave.
Yeah.
No. They rather sell you their product.
Yeah. So when you get towards the end of the day, you're the one in control.
That's right. That's right. That's right. Oh, you got 20 on that? Well, I'll give you. How about I give you 15? Sold. It'll be in your bag.
Just be a little respectful. When you say, "Oh, you got 20," I'll give you $3. I got left in my pocket. They don't want to hear that.
They don't want to hear that.
They don't want to hear that.
All right. Well, that's my move, so I won't use it. I usually have less than $3 in my pocket. So. But Phil, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, guys, for having me.
Thank you for having us on Sunday. We're super excited. We'll be there, and we will. I have a couple questions out about Sunday. I'll send you a message or whatever. We'll figure that out. Yeah. Thank you so much, man.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate you.
Yep. Thank you.
All right, Phil. Kryptonite. Yeah. Oh boy. I sounded just.
Don't quit your day job.
Don't quit my day job. I actually thought it sounded pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I am legit the best singer in this room right now. No one is gonna tell me any different. No one is gonna tell me any different. So, all right, well, let's get to a little bit of news. Let me pull my stuff up here.
I thought you were gonna say, "Let me pull my dick out."
No, I'm going to wait. I'm gonna wait on that. I'm gonna wait.
He lost his magnifying glass again.
Pantsless podcast. Why do you think we're all shown from the waist up?
That's right. If I stand up right now, we are in trouble. Well, you'll want your magnifying glass for this, because Charlotte Flair is an update on Charlotte Flair. Charlotte was sidelined in 2024, and that is still the case. This week, reports emerged of creative plans involving Charlotte Flair moving forward, to specifically involved with Nia Jax and Tiffany Stratton. However, as of now, WWE sources confirm that she is not cleared yet, and was noticed that those in the WWE believe that she will still be some time before she returns to the ring after her injuries as she sustained. Charlotte tore her ACL, MCL, and meniscus. She just covered them all.
Yeah,
so when she does it right. Back in December of 2023. So we're coming up at almost 9 months of her, 10 months of her being out. If they get her back, we're Ricky, tell me where you would want to put her immediately. Where besides your in your closet?
I don't think Andrade would like that.
You don't think Andrade?
I mean, really, I think I don't want to see her against Nia, because that almost says she's going to immediately win the title for the 15th time. I want to see her go up against Liv and Rhea some more. Her and Rhea had some epic feuds over the last few years, and I want to see that go.
Okay, all right. Scotty, would you? What program would you put Charlotte in right now?
Definitely not against the refrigerator. I'm sorry.
He loves himself some Nia Jax, that's for sure.
I'm sorry, but that's just asking for her to get injured again due to the refrigerator landing on her.
She's been better though.
Huh?
Nia's been a lot better.
Nia's been really good here lately.
Yeah.
Scott, you got to watch, man. You got to watch a little bit.
But
and I don't think they're
click off the YouPorn.
I don't think they're done with the whole like the whole Nia versus Bailey and Naomi and Tiffany Stratton piece, that doesn't need another element to it. Let them four run their program, eventually probably putting the title on Tiffy time.
Yeah.
Now, I would love to see. Now, the only downside to Rhea and Charlotte again is Rhea now kind of as the baby face in the situation. I mean, I like Charlotte as a heel, don't get me wrong. But
She's a terrible face.
Yeah, she's like Randy Orton almost.
Yes.
Except she's a way. She needs to be a heel and a heel only. Like, she's an excellent heel.
I don't know if she's like. It's hard because I don't know if I want to see, like, again, as much as I like Rhea.
Heifer versus the stud line.
Huh?
Who's the stud line? Is that PFC?
Yeah, that's what they are. The stud line.
As much as I like Rhea Ripley right now, like, I really think Rhea needs to be heel as well, and I wouldn't want to see heel programs. So I don't know. It's kind of hard. Maybe it could be an interesting Charlotte. Well, no, that wouldn't work either. I don't know. I honestly,
Well, you got two options there. If she comes in and faces Liv, she's obviously got to be a face. If she comes in and faces Rhea, she's obviously got to be the heel.
Right.
So you got a little bit more there. And as I said, you can't take the spotlight off of what SmackDown's got going on with the four in their program. Just putting a fifth in there, especially somebody like Charlotte, she's going to steal all their thunder and Tiffany's momentum.
Yeah.
T-Bone, save Charlotte's career right now.
I'm going to agree with everything Ricky said. I agree with everything Ricky said. Everything Ricky said made sense to me. He's right on the money with it, in my opinion.
And you know why you agree? Because those damn good hearing aids let you hear me.
I can actually hear what you're saying.
Well, real quick, before I give you my thought here, there's only one cat allowed on this podcast, and I don't know what you're doing right now. I don't know. You're trying to upstage Mr. Puffers. You're going to upset Mr. Puffers.
I'm trying to upstage Mr. Puffers.
This is turned into animal control.
Get that damn camera out of here.
I got Fluffy. Fluffy's a part of my wrestling career.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got Fluffy because
first pussy you ever got.
No. There was this boy in a wheelchair that come to the wrestling shows.
Oh shit! Now,
I was in APWA when I broke into the business. I was in APWA, and there was a boy that come in the wheelchair, and his mom always brought him to the shows. And then later on, a few years down the line, he ended up passing away, and his mom asked if anybody that knew Timmy wanted his cat. I jumped at it, and I've had Fluffy ever since.
Okay. All right. Well, no, this has turned into a
Mr. Puffers is 11.
Animal rescue.
He's an old boy. He's getting up there.
Yeah, Fluffy's I think 15.
Wow.
She's old too.
Well, since we're talking about dogs, my dog, who is 17 years old, we thought we were gonna have to put her down yesterday. So right now I couldn't do it. So out of selfish reasons, we're going to keep her alive. So I'm thinking about just putting a stick in her ass and just dragging her around. But we got her on medicine now.
We're canceled.
Yeah, that's it. We're real here, right? You cancel all you want. You can only cancel.
You can't cancel something that's already canceled.
I pay for my own damn internet, so you can't cancel me. Anyway, we're real here at Heart Rate Wrestling. We real facts, and we're real, right? This is how people talk. Anyway. So the vet thought maybe there might be like some sort of inner ear thing. We're not gonna jam a stick in his ass, I promise. So we're gonna take a look at that for the next couple weeks to see how she does, and then we'll go from there. But anyway, what I would do with Charlotte Charlotte's had some injuries here over the last couple of years, correct? She's had some knee injuries. She loves to do that backflip off the top ropes, which Rick, the guy who has strokes and heart attacks in the ring, is telling her not to do it. I would put her in a tag team.
No, not against Jade and Bianca.
I didn't say it had to be against Jade and Bianca. I mean, eventually it probably would be, but I mean, I would put her in a tag team with somebody. I wouldn't say Tiffany Stratton because I think Tiffany's got a really good singles future right now, but I would take some time off of her, take some bumps off of her body, and put her in there someone younger.
Yeah.
Right. Say
They could
Charlotte
almost do a they could almost do a Triple H and Orton evolution thing there with Flair and Stratton.
Sure, absolutely,
Or
absolutely.
Well, I mean, it's not gonna be the same deal, but like a legacy style deal with like Cody and like DiBiase Jr. Find a couple people like that to put underneath Charlotte, and really kind of have her mentor those guys. That could be interesting too. Yeah.
Why don't you think that they've ever tried to do the 4 horsewomen thing?
Because the 4 horsewomen at one point were all feuding with each other because they were the best 3, and Sasha Banks was there.
Well, and the UFC had a version of the 4 horsewomen too.
Yeah, with Rousey and
well, that's
people.
what I don't care about.
Yeah, but I don't think
they
WWE
love factions right now.
Yeah.
I mean, she would be Rick. Tiff would be Tully, right?
No.
Oh, Jesus, no.
No.
Can you imagine? Oh no. Okay, no.
Shayna Baszler would be Arn.
The one name I know this will never happen.
Paul Heyman would be JJ Dillon.
This is just fantasy booking on our part because I know this will never happen. But no, you have to switch out the Tully spot because if there's one person that's going to be Tully, it's going to be his daughter. If they got what's her name?
Tessa
Blanchard. Yeah, Tessa Blanchard.
I don't think WWE would use her though.
It's never going to happen.
She's turned her life around.
Huh?
Yeah.
They keep using Hogan.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. That is true.
They're using Hogan, and Hogan's a known racist and a liar, right? Just straight up lie. That's a shoot, brother.
But yeah, no,
he never uses creative control either.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Austin's right. Sasha was ass.
Yeah, Austin says she needs to be careful. If Triple H finds out she's married to Andrade, she'll be in the LWO. There you go. She'll be tagging with Selena.
There you go. It's not a bad tag team.
That wouldn't be a bad tag team. That might help Selena's career too.
Oh, it would absolutely help her because she's just
save her.
Yeah. So anyway, Charlotte, as of now, she is on the shelf. Another guy who's not on the shelf, who they were talking about putting on the shelf, Dustin Rhodes. They were talking about he was talking about retiring earlier this year. So Dustin Rhodes is a double champion in Ring of Honor. Now he's a tag champ and he's the six-man tag.
The trios,
right?
Yep.
Trios. So last year, Fightful Select reported that Dustin Rhodes' AEW contract runs through September of 2024, with him winning numerous championships in ROH. Many had assumed
coming up.
that it is coming up. Many assumed that that had changed. However, as of AEW All Out, we confirmed that the deal with the company is still up in the fall. Dustin Rhodes has been with AEW since their first show in 2019. In the same time, his brother Cody defected and went to the WWE, where he became the WWE champion and main evented 3 nights of WrestleMania. There was 3.
Remember, he main evented both this year because the tag match of Roman and Brock.
It says 3 nights.
Last Mania, Cody versus Roman 1. This Mania, Cody Roman 2. And then the Saturday night one was the Rock and Roman against Cody and Seth Rollins.
Dustin is currently the ROH tag champ and the 6-man tag champ, and has been an integral figure in the show in the last couple of months. Rhodes also contributes with the women's division behind the scenes, I guess, because Kenny he's busy pooping into a bag.
I mean, really, they got Dustin set up for retirement. Once Sammy Guevara turns on him, he'll be the one to kill him and put him out for good.
Likely. I tell you, Scott, I know you don't watch AEW, or barely WWE sometimes. But this run of Dustin Rhodes has been really good. Like he shows fire. Like he works. He knows how to work with those young guys, and those young guys. And they do the same thing with Billy Gunn. When the young guy is out there, when it's Ospreay versus I don't know whoever Takeshita, or just name a guy. They all look alike.
Top Flight.
Very good. They wrestle. They're all over the place. They're bouncing off the ropes. They're hitting. They're doing suicide dives onto the floor and coming back in the ring and doing another suicide. Dustin gets in the ring with these guys and it slows down. Like it slows way down. And the matches are good. Like he does a Poison Rana, right? Doesn't he do like a Poison Rana or what's he do?
He does a Canadian
Destroyer. The Texas Destroyer. His is Texas Destroyer, right?
Yeah, it's because when he's in the ring, you actually get a wrestling match, not 30 suicide dives, flip-flopping off of a ladder, running across the top rope, and jumping through glass and chairs and tables.
The only thing is, Dustin is just like his brother and just like his father. You can't even look at them without them bleeding. they bleed instantly. They're always bleeding. And we give Moxley a bunch of shit about bleeding, but Dustin bleeds every match. He's not one of those guys too. I really like this run of Dustin. Do you think he should, T-Bone? Do you think he should retire he should retire at the end of September?
No, I think they need to give him at least a Ring of Honor world title run. At least one world title run before he retires. Whether it's Ring of Honor or AEW, either way, but give him one. Or send him to TNA. Let TNA get a little rub from him. Let him get their belt. Something. Do something with him. Let him get one world title before he's done.
You had me till you said TNA.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying, I don't care where he goes. Just let him get one world title before he officially retires.
Hello, MLW. Scotty, what would you what would you do with Dustin here? I mean, he's on a run of a lifetime right now. He's got more belts. He's got more belts in the last couple of months he's had in the last 10 years of his life.
Exactly.
That's sad.
Here's the thing with Dustin, and like
he's not androgynous.
Yeah.
And he's not stuttering anymore.
Yeah.
Cornbread, damn it, cornbread.
This is the one thing with Dustin when he was coming up in the business. What was his nickname? They called him the Natural. Yep. And this is exactly.
They also called him Seven.
Well, yeah, that was a whole era.
He was also the original American Nightmare.
Yes, he was in a lot of ways.
Wait, what? What?
Go back and look. Dustin Rhodes was the original American.
Are you talking about the music?
No, I'm talking
like that was fake.
He had a coat that had American Nightmare written across it and everything.
Really? I did not know that.
I thought it was the Nightmare Factory.
No. Dustin Rhodes was the original American Nightmare.
Where's Owen Hardy so we can get a fact check on this?
Yeah.
There's video footage of him walking to the ring in WCW wearing a jacket that had American Nightmare written across the back of it.
I did not.
Right across the shoulder blades.
Probably where Cody got it from, too.
That's where Cody got it from. Dustin even said he gave it to him.
Yeah, there you go.
Dustin told him to run with it.
No.
I did not know that.
Yeah, but Dustin.
I know wrestling, guys.
Dustin is the Natural. He is the guy. Like, even at his age, like, you put him in there with anybody in AEW, and he looks 10 times better now than even he did back in his WWF run or even WCW run. Like, he is, he's insane how good. And again, the fact that he gets better over time, that age hasn't slowed him down. So no, I don't think he should retire. At least not completely retire. If what I think they're going to do is he's going to go to a per night contract. So it'll basically just be
per appearance.
Per appearance contract. So they just pay him.
That's what I'm on.
Yeah, which is why you barely appear anywhere.
Very true.
No, but I think that's what he's going to do. I think he's going to go to a per appearance deal and he'll be there for
Monopoly money away. Out there.
Light that cigar with 100.
Let's get dark black line on that
They're
thing.
they're all 50s.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm lying. They're not all 50s.
There you go. See, I told you that 100.
No
in there.
appearance.
There you go.
It's my Pornhub money.
I agree with
Ricky, last word on it.
I agree with T-Bone. Let him win the ROH world title. I mean, if any place he's going to win a world title, that's probably the most realistic opportunity he's going to have.
You're exactly right. Realistic. That makes the most sense because there's not a lot of guys besides Dalton Castle that probably could beat
Briscoe.
Jimmy Briscoe.
Mark Briscoe.
It's Jimmy, isn't it? Isn't he the third brother?
Jesus.
I know. Can I book a Wellington Delacroix? You absolutely can.
Birthday party.
Absolutely can.
There'll be a lot of pinatas
Wellington is
there.
available. He's not wrestling.
Hey.
He's retired.
Is your cousin Juanita De La Crosse entering the USW women's title tourney?
I've already put her in. Juanita is in.
Oh my!
She outweighs all the women in that division though. She's a little thick. She's a little thick. So,
Mostly
A little bit of hair under the chin.
definitely over the chin too. Over the chin too.
Oh my!
thick in the head mostly. That's
So
Ricky, you're correct though.
And again, like we'll go to Scotty's fantasy booking here, where he rides off into the sunset with WWE. He comes back, and you get both brothers as world champions at the same time, and have that Eddie Guerrero, Chris Benoit moment at Mania.
Please, Lord, no.
That ain't happening. That would be awesome if it did, but it ain't happening.
No, it'll be ROH if anything.
I think it's possible that he goes back to WWE, but there's no title run in his future. There really isn't.
Not there, no. There's
He'll be sharing the IHOP menu with Glock Anderson.
What I mean, we got a battle royal coming up in February, January, the Rumble.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's very possible he's out of contract. He could just
be a random appearance.
Show up in that. Yeah, show up in that. But anyway, I don't think there's any room for him. And I mean, if he showed up at NXT, pretty fucking awesome, right?
That would be awesome.
They could use him down there. I mean, they got some. I mean, Shawn Michaels doing a good job down there, but Dustin Rhodes down there working with a younger talent, younger girls down there, like he's doing with AEW. It's possible. It's possible. Backstage for sure. Anyway, last one of the day, and then we're gonna get out of here. This is our last pizza cutter news of the day.
Santino the shit out of that. What?
Santino the shit. You're taking to Impact or TNA for Santina? Is that what you're trying to say?
Imagine he wins it and he gets brother versus brother career versus title.
I'd be into it. Just for a minute. All right, let's get on to our last deal here. We've talked about a lot about AEW and the WBD contract here coming up, but it is pretty much a done deal. It's supposed to be announced next week. Here's kind of some details. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. If you want to catch any of these articles, they're on Patreon. I'm posting articles every day on Patreon. In about 10 minutes, all of these articles that were covered today drop on our Patreon. Link is in our bio. You can just go click it. You can become a free member at Patreon. If you want to play in a fantasy league, you can do that too. It's only $5, not a big deal. But if anything, go join the Patreon. It is free to join. So here's a little bit of the contract. They got a 4-year deal. It's actually 3 years guaranteed with a 1-year option. $170 million per year, or in that ballpark. It says AEW will be on air on TNT and TBS, also True TV. So we were talking about that last week. I guess we get rid of some of those police shows.
Twice a week.
Yep. And True TV, True TV twice per week. They're trying to make, they're trying to turn that True TV into more of a sporting type version of what they got going on now. So yeah, that's pretty much. I mean, that's pretty much it for right now. It looks like they're going to be getting rid of Rampage, right? I think
Thank God.
Rampage is going to be gone.
Hallelujah.
Just get rid of Collision too while you're at it.
Don't know about Collision, but this deal is not just exclusive to WBD. So they're shopping this to other people. So that's where your pay-per-views with Max is going to come in, where they're going to stream all their pay-per-views through Max, supposedly. We don't know. It's not confirmed yet, but that's the talks. They're also shopping it to other things. So I have a thought on this. Ricky, give me your thoughts on this deal. $170 million guaranteed over the next 3 with an option for the 4th year. Tell me why this deal means you have 3 years, Tony Khan, to get your shit together. Otherwise, you're going to be looking for a new home.
I mean, the proof is in the pudding. Look at his ratings. They've circled the drain badly over the last, couple years since CM Punk's been gone now.
I feel like those ratings, though, would be good for True TV.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like, like if they start filming out of my living room, that's the most people that's ever been in my living room.
I also got, here we go. And I also found out, it's not going to help fucking Collision because supposedly Saturday Night Main Event returns to NBC on December 14th.
Yes. Great. Another wrestling show, boys, that we get to watch.
It'll be another wrestling show that'll take away from Collision.
Okay, well, here's my question about the whole situation with the WB situation.
Yep.
In
Warner Brothers Discovery. WB.
If they're on 2 nights a week on TNT,
yep,
2 nights a week on TBS, and 2 nights a week on True TV, that's 6 shows in 1 week just with AEW. I'll hang myself. Fuck that. You can't keep up. How are you supposed to
do it so your legs still swinging? You get your steps.
So I think I don't know. It says AEW will be on air, TNT, TBS, and True TV twice per week. I don't think that's per.
Yeah,
I don't think that's per channel. I think that's you're going to get one
Dynamite
show
Wednesday night. You'll have Collision Saturday night, and then whatever the hell they're going to do with if Rampage is gone.
Yeah, I think Rampage is gone.
So
was
there doing Shockwave or whatever?
Yeah, well, that's the other one. So yeah. Well, Fox is not a done deal yet. Fox is actually shopping around for a wrestling organization, so that's not a done deal. Honestly, I don't see them on Fox. I really don't.
No.
Tony,
Tony
seriously starts with his booking and his storytelling, and he's got to get some control under that and make shit make sense.
How many times did they black out SmackDown for whatever reason for WWE? A lot. A good bit. Yeah, especially when the crowd gets going. Now you get the 17 people with AEW shows and you go fuck yourself or shut the fuck up. Like it's a constant thing at these AEW shows.
There will be no sound to the show.
Yeah, zero. They'll have to mute it.
Yeah.
Plus all the blood. I mean, it's just you get random blood on a Wednesday.
It'll be like watching a silent film from back in the whenever.
Yeah,
because it'll be black and white.
A bird half the time with the camera. I mean, we've seen that a million times that he's done. So
Rob just said Fox and TNA. You know what? Not a bad idea.
Yeah,
TNA is doing some good stuff. It would give them a huge budget to do and compete. Really, compete with other organizations. Man, Fox, TNA, and Fox. Man, that'd be crazy.
My other thing with Tony Khan is he's forgetting. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt anybody.
I was going to say Fox and TNA never going to happen because TNA is too low budget.
it's low budget because they have to be low budget, right? They're not low budget as in like they're working one camera and it's terrible lighting. Like they put on good shows. They're smart about it. They don't run buildings. They don't run in a building where there's 65,000 seats, right? They run in buildings where there's 4,000 seats or 8,000 seats, and they're selling out. Their shows are selling out, and most it's because they get a crossover with WWE. You know, you got Joe Hendry now that's like this major platform, and he's huge, right? They have some guys in
Got the Hardys back there. You got Ziggler or Nemeth or whatever.
Don't you have Jake something? You know, he's there.
They got a little bit better in the talent pool over the last like year or so.
And the best thing about TNA is they're safe. They're not going to do stupid shit on TV. You're not going to see somebody getting set on fire or someone's house getting set on fire or a syringe. Right? Yeah. You're not going to see any of that stuff. You're gonna get a safe.
Yeah, nobody's getting vertebreakers on a cinder block.
1 WWE, 2 NXT, 3 TNA, 4 ROH, 5 AEW is the pecking order. ROH they would be 7 with a gap in between.
I was going to say 10.
That's behind a paywall, so nobody's watching that.
I was going to say Ring of Honor is like 11 out of 10.
They're 11 out of 5.
Yeah, I really think that's actually, Rob, that's a good idea. Fox and TNA, and I've really never even thought of that. But
that's what I was going to ask was Tony's doing all this shopping around for AEW, but he's not even thinking about Ring of Honor. Why doesn't he sell Ring of Honor or at least just the namesake and keep the video library and let somebody do something with Ring of Honor, empty half his talent, and he could save some money, put some money in his own pocket.
Well, I think the real money in ROH is the tape library. I don't think.
Well, that's why I said he should hold on to that and just sell the namesake.
But I don't think anybody's going to buy the ROH name without that tape library. Why would you?
Yeah. Well, you sell some wrestlers contracts too. That way you lower your stock. You give them the talent, you know what I mean? You give them all the shaboodle, just keep the video library for yourself.
I think ROH needs to be restructured like they did NXT, like they make them their developmental.
Yeah.
And run them an 1 hour show, not behind a paywall, right? Nobody's paying for it. I'd actually like to know who's paying for ROH.
Not me.
At this point, you might as well, if you're going reviews, go get monetized on YouTube. Go back to YouTube. Right. And I know that would be a disservice probably to RH because RH has been around such a long time. But that company needs to start all the way over.
Yeah.
You not all the way over because you still have a big name. RH is still a huge name in wrestling for those who do know it. But you can't take that would be like us, right? Saying all of a sudden, okay, we got to 1,000 people. The only way you can see is if you pay $9.99 a month.
Yeah.
No one's paying that. No one wants to see us for $9.99
from our own selves.
Not when you can see there's not enough big stars in ROH for me to pay $9.99 a month to watch. When there's free wrestling on every channel every night of the week. It's just there's people out there that have a New Japan fix. The only way they're watching New Japan in the States is that 3:00 in the morning on some random channel, whatever the same channel is. I think the TNA runs on, but they're not behind a paywall. If they put it behind a paywall, 0 people would watch it. Yeah, easy on the post. Yeah, I mean that's just. Oh yeah, the emails just go off. Y'all just got emails.
Yeah,
they were all scheduled to go off at 6:00 because I thought we'd be done by now. But anyway. Yeah, I mean that's just honestly that's my thought. I think it's good for AEW that they got this deal, but I think it is a put up or shut up deal.
Absolutely,
170 million is really it's like a lot to us, not to me because I'm the richest
what was
manager in the business. But
What was their deal before? Do we know?
Supposedly it doubled.
Oh.
Yeah, supposedly it doubled. But 170 million, they pull a lot of sponsorships too. They get a lot of sponsorships.
I don't know. I really don't know how, considering freaking, you guys talked about it last time, the Domino's pizza deal where, like, I
Thanks,
don't know
Nick.
how they get sponsorships when they're doing stupid shit.
Yeah.
That's genius.
Well, I mean, it can't all be perfect.
Yeah.
So,
You know what would have been funny is if, as they went off the air on a couple Wednesdays ago when Paige burned down the house, they had a gas station commercial right after it.
did that?
Or a home auto bundle package from Progressive or something.
I mean, they all tie in. It's like putting chip clips in a chip aisle. It all ties in.
All ties in.
Pretty smart. It's pretty smart, right?
They'll be following up Rampage with Scarface.
Maybe every time that Tony makes a big announcement, they follow it up with a commercial for drug and alcohol. If you have a problem, please call 1-800. Please seek help.
Hey, I was listening to Pandora the other day, and they play these gambling commercials. Then right after, they're like, "If you got a gambling problem, call 1-800."
Do you know
I'm
why?
like,
Because it's the law. They have to.
do they really?
That's
That's
the law.
stupid. It's so stupid.
Actually, my son's poker screen name was 1-800-GAMBLER. Anyway, I really feel like this is a put up or shut up. You got 3 years to get it together, figure something out, hire new people. I don't care what you got to do, but we're going to give you a ton of money. They'll be profitable too. That's the nice thing about this. Being $170 million a year, it's going to make them profitable, unless they find a way to blow a bunch of extra money. Which at this point, who knows?
Saying nothing was saying something.
$1 million on the video game. I mean, I think they can find ways to blow money.
Well, in business, you take shots, right? I think he did. AEW, Tony Khan, whoever, was trying to do a lot at one time, right? They got this wrestling program, Dynamite. Then we hit Collision. Then we hit Rampage. Then we have the Dark. And then we have, the video game. Let's do ProWrestlingTees.com. But let's not bring any stuff that anybody can buy at the shows. Let's sell it all online. Like, I think, let's buy ROH. Let's have a wrestling match at the Jacksonville Jaguar Stadium. Like, I think it's a lot of stuff all at one time that can be very overwhelming. And when you have one thing, you can pay super attention to that one thing, right? Give it all of your attention, pay all the details, make sure it's all done. And you got two things. Then you're like, well, you got to sacrifice a little bit here, right? Because you're trying to pay attention to this to get it going. This motherfucker got 30 things going at one time. You can't oversee it all. You can't. And you know who else is having trouble right now? The fucking Jacksonville Jaguars. They're fucking terrible. Their soccer team, terrible. I don't know about their soccer team, but it all shows. It all shows when you're trying to manage every single thing in your life, and you're not allowing the other people to give their input and help you run things, right? You have to have good people around you to be able to do things. You're gonna fail. And that is what's going on right now with Tony Khan. Now, $107 million doesn't seem like much of a failure. Seems like a pretty good win to me. Congrats. Don't put half up your nose. Let's celebrate, boys. But anyway, I think they got 3 years before they're on Tubi. So they got to figure it out. And I want them to. I like it. I like a lot of the guys in AEW. I like the product. It's different than WWE. I don't want them to go away because I'm a wrestling fan. At the end of the day, I'm a wrestling fan. I know there's a lot of different people out there saying, well, this is fucking terrible. I'm talking about Scotty. Anyway. Yeah, but again, wrestling is very special to me in a lot of ways. I had a lot of childhood stuff with my grandmother with wrestling, so I want wrestling. I just want more wrestling, right? I want it, but I want good wrestling, right? I don't want this bullshit drama all the time. I don't want Tony Khan going out there and get donkey kicked in the fucking belly by Jungle Jack, whatever. Anyway, give us good. Tony, you got a lot of money now.
Good wrestling, but more importantly, good storylines.
Yes, give us some good story. Something that makes sense. Please give us something that makes sense. That again,
you can't have 30
number one contenders.
Titles. You can't have 28 number one contenders, and you can't have every other match be an eliminator match.
Yeah, and that's a thing too. Again, what I was saying about being able to be very detailed and taking care of one thing. Like, there's so many number of contenders for this world title. We forget and we don't know. We don't like, oh shit, that's right. Pac is number one. No. It's not Pac anymore.
It's
Jonathan Cross was the number one contender.
And then it's Moxley.
Not Jonathan, Wanathan.
Oh, Wanathan. Okay, my bad.
Which is obviously, if you guys didn't know, Wanathan Delacroix is now commander. So also hologram, if you wanted me to be. So anyway, that's my thought. We're gonna get 3 years of AEW before this is the fourth year is really gonna tell. I think it comes crawling back 6 months into the third year. Be like, please, I'm gonna need that 170 million one more time. I'm gonna put it on red.
So, by that point, he'll be in the red.
Well, we'll see. He's making money now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure there'll be more details come out about this story later on. So, also maybe hire Velveteen Dream. Only if Jimmy Havoc's not available.
Yeah,
only if Jimmy Havoc's not available.
No, I mean, might as well, if you're gonna hire Velveteen Dream, hire
say it.
My brain's Sunny Kiss and
I like Sunny Kiss. Jelly Nutella.
Jelly Nutella.
Hire the Dwarf Song Sucker back. Might as well get him.
I think he is doing stuff with them.
Well, he did one thing the night after the night of a pay-per-view. I can't remember which one.
This is when Jack Perry killed him.
Yeah.
We smashed. Jack Perry looked like Andre the Giant.
I want to see more of the Dark Order.
No.
As said no one ever.
Yeah.
Didn't even know they were still around.
Yeah, I met Evil Uno at a signing one time. Super nice guy. I don't know. I have a Dark Order. Oh, I don't have it on. I had it on yesterday. I have a Dark Order shirt. I joined the Dark Order. Their promos were awesome.
I thought it was great. I wish they would bring it
They
back.
were only relevant when Brody Lee was there.
That's what I was getting ready to say.
Yeah, that was the problem. So anyway, that's good at PCO. Yeah, bring PCO in. That's what we need. And he's coming to NXT. We need PCO in NXT. We need him diving off the top ropes, landing on his old ass back on top of somebody.
We just need PCO versus Jungle Source, Kill Switch, or whatever.
Yeah. What was his name back in WWF? Was it Peter Olette of? What was
Pierre
Olette?
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah. Wasn't he a Mountie?
Yes.
Yeah, he
was a Mountie.
Yeah, Quebecer or whatever.
No.
Yeah, the Quebecers. They were the tag champs.
Oh yeah.
They lost the titles, I do believe, to the Steiners.
Yes. You are correct.
Oh, let's talk about that real quick and then we'll get out of here. Jimmy Scott. No, it's not Scott. What's his name? Braun. Little Scott.
Braun.
Does Jimmy win his belt?
No.
Wait, what?
No.
No.
They fight next week, right? Isn't that,
Wait, I'm lost here.
SmackDown? And that SmackDown, they have a match coming up.
Monday night.
Braun. That's Monday.
That's
And
my
Jay
name.
and Braun.
Jay. What
Jimmy,
is it, Jimmy?
yeah.
Yeet.
Jay's gonna lose.
Yeet.
Jay's gonna lose, and it's gonna be because of the Judgment Day.
Hmm.
Yes, I can see that happening.
How many times are you gonna bury Jimmy Uso?
Jay.
Jay, yeah. How many
Whatever.
times are you gonna bury Jay?
I only like the little brothers.
Yeet.
Yeet. How many times you gonna bury Jay? The number 1 draft pick for Raw.
And he's over.
He
The
is.
fans love him.
But why would you
Yeet.
take the belt off of Braun?
Why
No.
not?
I
No.
mean, it's better than your
Oh,
number one SmackDown pick being in a best of 7 with Andrade.
Yeah.
Jay don't need the belt to get him over because he's already over. So why put the belt on him when Braun needs that belt to make himself relevant at the moment coming from NXT? Jay's been there forever. Let Braun keep the belt. Let Jay go off to feud with Finn Balor and them, and then eventually, hopefully, bring Jimmy back, and we'll get the tag team, the Usos, as the tag champs against over the Judgment Day. Or they're
I
going to
don't know how
put
many times
Jay,
you can keep burying Jay.
or
I
they're
really
going to
don't-
put Jay back. I agree with you on that. Or they're going to put Jay back with Sammy and let them beat Judgment Day for the tag title.
Yeah,
But
I don't know.
I agree with you on that though, because Jay is over. I think Jay should be a
Fortunately,
champion.
But he
I
never
don't-
wins.
I don't see. We got War Games coming up here at the end of November, correct?
Yeah.
So they got less than 2 months, about 2 months now to start forming this bloodline civil war. And you know Jay is going to have something to do with it.
I'm still standing with my prediction. It will be the Bloodline versus the Shield. I'm still standing with that prediction, boy.
You better stay
I'm
out of
still
that. You better
standing
stay out of
with
God's
I'm
lettuce.
down.
It's turtle
I'm
lettuce.
down
It's
this
turtle
hill.
lettuce.
Turtle lettuce.
No, because Seth isn't even supposed to be back until after the new year.
And we're not getting Mox. Mox is not coming back.
I'm telling you,
Oh,
something
he
big.
could be right though. It could be Seth, could be Roman, could be Kurt Angle.
Could be Hulk Hogan.
Could be. Was he a Shield member?
No.
Oh, okay.
I think
You know, Kurt was an honorary Shield member one
Hey,
night.
I do
Yeah,
forget
Kurt
about that.
was one night,
night.
yes.
One night. God. All right. That's good dude here for
Hey,
Heart Rate Wrestling.
Kurt Angle did offer to come back recently.
Yeah.
As,
He did.
Did he?
manage the American Made or whatever they are.
Oh, that would be cool.
That would be, really good.
American made. American made. All right. That's good dude here for Heart Rate Wrestling. Listen, this Sunday, we will be at the Valley Mall in Hagerstown. Autograph signing. Your man Jonathan Cross will be there. Free signing, by the way. We'll be giving away autographs. Brian Hardy, the second generation sensation, will be there signing autographs. Also, I'm probably going to sign probably more autographs in there. Pretty sure.
Scotty and I can sign autographs too if anybody wants us.
That's coming. That's coming. That's coming.
We got to get them Hardway Funko Pops started.
Damn right.
I'll have to show you guys the next show. I bought a fur jacket because I was going to do a custom. It's terrible. I'm so mad. So mad at this fur jacket. So tiny. It wouldn't fit on any. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Anyway, you catch us at the toy show this weekend. It's Saturday and Sunday. If you can't make it one day, try to go the other or go both. Like Phil said earlier, there is always something that you're gonna miss. I guess toys are nostalgic, right? That's why we collect toys. We love wrestling. We love that kind of stuff. You might see something. You might be, if you like LJNs, you're gonna have probably a ton of LJNs there. Probably ass is going to be eaten out of most of them, but you'll be. What was that Georgia animal steel that you could see his dick and balls, right? It was
His trunks are rubbed off.
His trunks are rubbed off. But anyway, that's how the LGNs were. And if you like that kind of stuff, please get to this toy show. There's 200 tables, man. That's a lot of tables.
Wow.
That is a lot of tables. So that is one side of the mall to the other. But we will be set up by Dairy Queen. I did that for
Scotty's done.
Blizzards all day. Blizzards
Damn
all day.
right.
Scotty's going to shut the DQ down.
So the trick is we'll pay attention. There'll be 4 of us, right? Or probably Austin will be there too. I know you won't be able to make it there, T-Bone, but if you could, I'd love to have you.
Wish I could.
All 4 of us. We're gonna be there. Hold on, we're gonna be there at the Dairy Queen, and when they give us blizzards, we're just gonna lie, and there's 4 of us. It's gonna say you never turned it upside down, so they're free. So we're gonna be eating blizzards all day.
Hey, T-Bone, start walking today. You'll get there by.
Yeah, it'd be a great
I
way.
didn't have 2 more days of work. I would. Believe me, I would.
Oh
I
shit!
have 2 more days of work.
Anyway, come check us out. We'll be there. We'll be doing trivia, giving away all kinds of figures and toys and that kind of stuff and autographs. And just come out and hang out. It's gonna be a good time. Make sure you get out there for that. Also, go like and subscribe. We are on our way. By the end of this weekend, we'll be at 1,000. That's our big push. That's why we're doing this toy show. We're out here giving stuff away because we want you to love us. We need to get us to 1,000. So make sure you go like and subscribe. We're only 25.
Since we're like middle-aged old men, we can't resort to OnlyFans to make that money anymore.
I have a great set of tits on me, but it's just not making any money like it was.
Yeah.
It's not. I try.
I'm so broke. I'm about to sell feet pics. Yeah.
You can also catch us on all of your podcasting platforms. You can go to Spotify.
What?
You can go to iTunes.
What?
You can go to iHeartRadio.
What?
Google Play.
Damn.
A little bit of a problem there, but anyway, don't worry about Google Play.
I can't get mine to work. You keep saying it works, but I can't find a way to get it to work.
Yeah, so the update is only for iPhones 5 and up. So that's probably the problem. You and Phil, worst phones ever. You and Phil, worst phones ever. So anyway, go check us out there. Go subscribe if you don't like to look at us. Sometimes we're not the prettiest guys in the world sometimes, right? I don't always take a shower. That's why I sit here in this room by myself.
Good.
Well, yeah, you're handsome. I don't like to put that on myself.
He's got the best hair. He's got the best hair on this podcast.
He really does. He really
does.
does. Right now,
Yeah.
there's 2 or 3 of those hairs are just doing whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that's how he gets good TV reception with that cowlick he's got there. So.
No. If I ever get hearing aids like T-Bone, those couple hairs are my antennas. They'll
T-Bone got the Bluetooth. You can pick up like I don't know, BBC.
He picked up the original broadcast of "I Love Lucy."
Are you listening to MASH in your ear? Is that what you're doing? You listen to MASH?
Yeah. If I'm listening to anything in my ear, it's probably gonna be the Golden Girls. It's gonna be a TV.
Yeah, you look like a Blanche kind of guy.
Yeah, I like me some Blanche.
I bet you do. Anyway, thank you so much. Thank you to Phil for joining us. He'll be there on Saturday and Sunday. Go check him out. If you like Funkos, if you like all that kind of stuff, man, there's gonna be a little bit of something for everybody. He said he's got cards there too, right?
Yeah,
he's gonna be doing memorabilia, and I love the memorabilia stuff. So I'm probably gonna be broke by the time I leave there. So come check us out. Come hang out, and we'll see. Well, maybe we'll be back on Friday. What do you think? Friday, boys, gonna be late.
Oh, you have a wedding.
Good for Friday.
I have a walkthrough on Friday at 5:30. I'll be back here by no later than 7:30.
I'm game.
8 o'clock. You guys want to do 8 o'clock?
I'm game.
I will probably be out on Friday, sadly enough, because I already made plans.
Why don't we? Here's an idea. Why don't we just do a SmackDown live stream?
You gonna do a watch along?
Yeah, do a watch along, and then we could just discuss whatever random other stuff going on in the wrestling world.
Yeah, okay, we'll do that. Watch along. Let's do it. Watch along.
Cool. I can do it from my living room, show my TV background.
Yeah, you can't do that. Yeah.
Oh, we can't do that.
Can't show the TV.
Yeah, show the TV.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll have to sit on my couch and watch the TV.
We'll just watch it, and we'll talk about it, and then we'll bullshit. And if there's 4 people on there, we'll get off. Anyway, thank you, boys, and we'll see you guys all next time
on the hard way. Conan,
you beat me to it.
God, You stole his line. He's actually here this time, and you stole his line.
Sorry, I'm
Oh, you know what? When I see you, I'm coming after you for that one.
Scotty, what you need is a cat. That's what you need. You need to get yourself a cat.
You know, all the other stuff he says, dwarf dong sucker and jelly Nutella, I thought that would have been his go-to.
Oh god.
No, this boy's probably waited all week long to say Conan, and you fucking took it from him.
Damn it.
All right, we'll see you guys.
Later, guys.
Yeet.